Right, they're gone. Oh, I just found something that is rustier than Herman, says Zoe. We almost had an accident. We almost got wiped out big time. We are off to Germany, but first of all, we've got to get to Calais. Now, right now, we are preparing our meal. This is our curry just here. And just to show you where we are, that's our ferry just there. We're in the car park, the lanes where you have to we have to queue up for the ferry.
I think we're meant to be doing this, aren't we?
Well, we don't know. Oh, the police! Hold on.
But we're bloody hungry.
Right, they're gone. Right, let's dish up and have our meal, and we'll probably see you in France. Well, we are now in France, Calais. And yeah, we arrived probably about 11:30 last night. Of course, that's local time. Our own time would have been 10:30. We're in a motorhome air called Camping Car de Air de Marque, I think. Marque is the important, M-A-R-C-K. And there's probably enough pictures here for 10 motorhomes. There is grey empty and waste. There's toilet waste here emptying as well. I haven't seen water yet, fresh water. The bays, most of them are hard standing with electric, but we don't have electric where we are at the moment. I need to find that tap. There is a tap just there, but I wouldn't like to use that. Yeah, I don't think that's going to fill up our motorhome. We're looking at the map and we're deciding where we're going to go. We are heading to Germany. So our plan is to go through Belgium. Cut straight across the middle of Belgium. Our route takes us from Calais, past Dunkirk, Bruges and Ghent and Brussels, to Liège. There's a little place there, a mine that we've got our eyes on. It's 3 hours away. We could go further, but it depends on how we feel. So that's the plan for today. So let's get going. Because it's 10:30.
I know.
And we're still in.
Faffing about.
We're in Belgium. We've just gone past Brussels, and we've come across lots of signs which in the UK would mean no 3.5 tons. But it's a motorway, and we don't want to veer off. Why would we? So I'm not sure if we are allowed to be on this stretch of road.
It's a bit tough.
It's a bit confusing. We've just gone over a large bridge there, so maybe they were limiting the weight on it. I don't know. But there's loads of large vehicles on the other side.
And then Herman on this side.
So we've stopped for the day. It's coming up to 4 o'clock right now. We're in this kind of a camping car air, motorhome air, but it's all part of this. This is a mine. We're in Blegny Mine. How I understand it, it's free to park here, but to go in there it's €16. It's a coal mine. Never been in a coal mine, and I'm thinking about going into it. So I'm thinking about going into it tomorrow, but it doesn't open until 11. And I kind of want to get on, start moving before then, if we get up. Yeah, so I think we're going to pop in. She's giving me the look. Yeah, it's very busy here, and it is stifling. By the way, they have a motorhome service station, fresh water, drive over drain, and a toilet waste. I'm so tired. Can you tell? All the facilities you're after. Right, let's get and see this coal mine. Well, unfortunately, we've missed the last one because I wouldn't say it closes, but the last showing is at 4 o'clock, and it's now 4:10.
Oh goodness!
It's your fault. However, we can still wander around. Don't know if there's much to see, but there's an exhibition here which is free, so we're going to try and find that out. This looks like the group that we would have probably joined if we got ourselves sorted and weren't so tired. I just found something that is rustier than Herman, says Zoe, and I'll show you. I wasn't going to say anything about the rust. No idea what this is, by the way. It's just that it's outside and it's very rusty. Yep, that's a hole there. Yeah, bigger than Herman's holes.
I don't want you getting the Lanagard out and removing the rust, because it's meant to be there.
Yeah, the rust converter.
Yeah.
Now, there's lots of interesting stuff in this exhibition. Unfortunately, not a lot of it is in English. We've just gone past the main lift shaft with the huge pulleys, an exhibition on lighting and lamps that they had. But this one, what we're in now, is all about the coal, or anthracite, it says here. And on this wall, these are all fossils that I guess they must have found. Look at that one. Look at all the lines down there on top. This one looks like a car tyre. Some sort of fern. It's definitely some sort of skin, isn't it? In fact, all of these I think are skin.
So it's not in English, but it says the harness for the descent of the horses in the mine. Can you imagine? Well, it's probably for the, and it's got to lower it down, hasn't it? It's like a.
That's what the horse would think. And this section is all about the tools they used. Look how long this drill is. I could do with some of these tools working on Herman. I thought these were massage chairs. You know, you lay on your front and they give you a bit of a rundown on the back. But actually, they're to lift the ceiling, hold the ceiling up as they're mining. And I think they'll still work as well. Probably the most modern piece of equipment here, 1960s. This is a velo mine. So basically it goes on the tracks and you cycle. Right, after you, my love. On your pop. We are now in the engine room. Look at those huge engines there, belt driven. So from the wording here, it says that this, well, they're all electric motors. There's another one here, all very large. In fact, it looks a bit more condensed, this one, more modern. Now think about an electric car, the motor you get in one of them. I think we've come a long way with electronics and electric motors, don't you think? Now this is an impressive tool rack. Look at that, all the way up there. As we go around this exhibition, the technology is improving. These few electric motors seem to be a bit more compressed, a bit more compact, but they're getting taller as well. They probably do completely different things. I think they are electric compressors from what I understand of what I'm reading in French. And the nuts and the bolts on here that kind of tell me that there's lots of pressure in there. Not only that, there's a pressure gauge. I think I've found the switch that powers the entire complex. Let's pull it and see what happens. Oh, not that one. What about this one? These look like props from Ghostbusters, the packs that they had on their back. But in fact, they are respirators. And this is how they are worn, look. Now, I have no idea how they got my pants and socks on display here. I thought they're all in Herman. And my pyjamas. Have a look. Got to go on the oh, you are on the tippy toes. Now I'm going to show you this. It's not exciting, but it might be exciting. Oh, there's a big hole in this one. We're in the shower now. There's the hole. I'm now locked in. Plenty of room actually for a nice decent shower, more room than Herman. Do you remember in the 80s we had the Cabbage Patch dolls? They were a huge success. Well, this is what they grew up to be. Well, now look at them. So one thing I didn't mention when I was saying where we were earlier is that they have a restaurant and bar here. So, you know, like they say, in Belgium, do as the Belgians do.
And you twisted my arm.
I twisted no one's arm. You're the one who said, oh, let's have a beer then.
I don't normally have beer, but I just thought, because this is regional.
Go on, pick it up.
I know. Very nice.
Zoe is a drunkard.
No, I'm only having one.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm not going
Well, you want to pour that in there then if you're only having one. So we've come to the decision that we can't be bothered to cook. So we decided to order in, or order out rather. We've ordered the same thing.
Because we always do.
Meatballs, and they are huge. Look at the size of those balls.
Ooh,
You got 2 balls, and I've got 2 balls and fries. Anyway, we're going to tuck in now.
We need to soak up the alcohol.
We've only had one. Blimey, lightweight. I'm on the second though. So one thing I wanted to mention today was that on our way to Brussels, so we hadn't gone very far, but approaching Brussels Ring Road, we almost had an accident. We almost got wiped out big time. We had a car coming in off a junction, and it was just starting to glide over to our side, and I hit the horn, and it was still going over. And then I just kind of swerved into the other lane, thinking that hopefully there's no car. When I glanced at the rearview mirror, there was no car. As I moved over, this black car whooshed past and kind of doing a bit of a swerve, avoiding us. So just so lucky that we didn't have...
alive?
Yeah. Because in my mind, going through my mind was Herman's front end just being ripped off and us spinning. No, honestly.
Yes, no, that's right. I felt very sick and very, oh my God, how in the hell?
How did we miss that?
Yes.
And then I looked down, and the person in the silver car, BMW was it? I don't know.
She wasn't even looking when
she was giving me all these hand signals, as if I could have moved over or whatever. You know, it is a giveaway. Anyway, we survived. We're now drinking lovely beers.
Yes, this
called
is very
Juniper.
nice.
Right, well, we'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye. Well, we have now left Belgium. I think we're in Germany now. It is Sunday, and we're actually heading to a campsite along a river, and I can't remember the name of the river or anything, but there are lots of places to stop. It looks very pretty, castles galore, and it's only 2 hours away, so very looking forward to that. Unfortunately though, we've got a toll coming up. We have now arrived at our campsite, and I can tell you a bit more about the area. So the campsite is Moselle Camping, and it is on the River Moselle, which is just there. We got the expensive pitch because we wanted to be next to the river, which we'll probably regret in the tonight when the flies and the mozzies come out. But yeah, we're right on the edge there. That cost us 25 euros. We're right near, probably like a 30-minute walk away from the main town called Cochem. That's C-O-C-H-E-M. It's a bit relaxing here. On the river, actually, we just seen this huge, wasn't an ocean liner, but it was definitely some sort of hotel, floating hotel. Massive it was, about a kilometre long. No, I'm joking, but it was very long. The campsite, oh my goodness, the campsite. Do you know the biggest campsite we've come across, we've camped in, we stayed in, is, it's going to probably be one of the New Forest ones. You know, like Round Hill has over 550 pitches, and it's just basically a big area where you can park wherever you like, as long as you're 6 metres away from each other. Here though, Moselle Camping Site, 808 pitches, and they're all designated. Ours is 517. They're a bit rammed. The 6 metre rule might not matter over here, I do not know. Obviously they have toilets, they have emptying, there's a bakery nearby and a supermarket nearby. So the sun's out now, and we're just going to relax a bit, and then I'm going to wander into town.
No, I was just going to say, I have never seen so many Hermans in one place. Have you?
Don't mean loads of motorhomes?
Loads of motorhomes. I mean, every so often you get about 2 or 3 going across here.
Yeah.
So there is, yeah, more motorhomes
but
than
you mean
Hermans.
Heimers.
Yeah.
The ones that look like Herman.
Yeah, and it's like...
2 a penny. That's the phrase.
2 a penny.
we couldn't think of the phrase.
No.
Look at the size of this boat. So big, it has a car on it. We're standing underneath the bridge that we just drove over in Herman, and we have arrived after a short walk, 20 minutes, probably not even that. We've arrived at Cochem. Cochem? No idea how it's pronounced just yet. We may find out and surprise you. We've got a castle, folks. Didn't know there was a castle here. And we've got some old church just over there as well. Well, we were just down there a moment ago, and now we're on the bridge. And that short distance, now what did you say? We had a few distractions.
We did, because there was quite a few beer outlets. And
yeah.
Eine Cafe and Eine Kuchens.
Yes, she spotted the cakes, everybody. She spotted the cakes. We're not even in Black Forest yet.
No.
If you associate Black Forest with Gatto.
Oh, goodness.
And you've already come across the cakes. Unbelievable. Right, very pretty again up here. Better views of the castle and that church over there.
Busy, isn't it?
But we're going to head across the bridge and see what's over there, because apparently that's the main part, I think. And yeah, it's a bit windy. Hold on to your hats, folks. Just across the bridge, we've got this little square with a few eateries and this strange kind of memorial. Rather than painting, they actually use clay and stone. In fact, we did see another one. See that building over there? Yeah, there's one on that building as well. This is a very posh hotel and restaurant, isn't it? Oldie-woldy. Typical German kind of thing, I think. Just standing outside these two flashy buildings. They are both restaurants or bars. This one, look at all the barrels and stuff outside. Get the impression they've got lots of beer in there. This is just a restaurant. Look how flash that is. Don't see anything like that in the UK, unless it's it's the Savoy, I suppose. Tagged on to the side of that restaurant is a little wine bar. Look at that. It's like one of those wine caves in France. Plenty of options for later. Well, we found the cakes and even more Eine Kuchens. We found a cheese shop, which we're after a bit of cheese actually. But look at all those up there, my goodness. That is a lot of cheese and a lot of barking. Now we're going to need to find out what this amazing looking church is all about, what it's called. So we're just underneath the tower, or church, whatever it is. But now we're going to go underneath it. Just in time. So we believe we found the entrance, however, no name. So we're just going to say it's Cochem Church, and we're probably wrong. On the other side of the church is another square with all these lovely restaurants and buildings and whatever. I'm trying to put a word to it, like it reminds you of something, but the only thing Alpine reminds you of Alpine, but I'm sure that's the wrong term. So I'm just going to go with, it looks very German looking. There's a whole load of bells on the top of this building. Look, I wonder if they actually ding dong. Now we're walking up this steep hill, steepish hill. Gets your breathing going. Hopefully, at the top is the castle, and on the way down we got the beers and the ice creams and the places you buy wine from.
I think she's going to need some wine after this, my love.
Still climbing this hill, but it gives us our first look of the castle. Look at the size of the memorial on the side there on the right. Well, we've arrived at the gatehouse. Now, I don't even know if you can enter and how much it is to get in, if you can. But looking down, out of breath, you can see the church just there, and the bridge which we walked across. Right, you can see that memorial a bit better now. Is that St. Christopher? Answers if you had any idea who that might be in the comments section below. Well, we've spoken to the ticket office, and it's $8.50 each to have a guided tour in German.
And we didn't think our German was up to scratch, so we thought,
My German is very limited.
zilch.
Yeah, I don't have I have a handful of words I can.
Like
Yeah,
good, hello and goodbye, isn't
but
it?
I did think it might be nice to take a look round, even
Yes.
even if it's all gobbledygook to us. But yeah, they're closing in a few minutes.
Yeah, so I thought we were rushing round.
And it's a 40-minute tour, she said. So
Yeah.
now, one thing we haven't seen in Germany yet, and that is lederhosen. Is that the right thing? Is that the shorts?
Well,
is that the lederhosen?
that's more the Austrians, isn't it?
Is it?
With the yoli, with the load of
Yeah, she's probably right. Aren't you? You're probably right.
I'm always right.
Yeah. You sure? What do the Germans wear then?
No, you're probably it's probably similar, isn't
Oh,
it? I might be totally wrong.
completely uneducated I am. Well, we're wandering back down into town, away from the castle, and we're just about to have a chit chat about what we're going to eat this evening. We've decided that we're not going to eat in Herman, so the salmon is going to have to wait again another day. We're so naughty. So what are we looking for? Pizza, maybe?
Well, we were thinking of Wiener
Schnitzel?
Schnitzels, weren't we? Because we
Wiener
can have
Schnitzel.
pizza anywhere, can't you?
Oh, yes. Well, yeah. Beer, of course, or wine. Ice cream.
That beer was nice yesterday, though, wasn't it?
But that was
I
Belgian
don't
beer.
normally have beer. Oh yes, now we're on the German. Oh goodness, it's
Yeah,
so complicated.
Yeah. So we were looking for bratwurst and Wiener Schnitzel, which is pork.
So you're in the right place.
Yeah. There's plenty of places to eat. Now the thing is, at the campsite they do have a bar restaurant, and they do have. Oh no, it's chicken schnitzel, wasn't it? They had there.
No, it wasn't chicken.
It was a schnitzel in Hawaiian
Meat
schnitzel
or something.
and fries, yeah. But that's an option if we can't find anything. I'm sure we will find anything. You'll be the first to know.
I'm going to do what you normally do. Stay tuned.
Well, we've seen it all now, because if you're really desperate and you need a drink in the evening and it's too late to go to a bar or they've kicked you out or whatever, there's a vending machine that does, well, wine. And there's another one here in case you missed that one. Incredible. Each one's got a price on them. This one here is €9.50, 11. And then these ones are more expensive. €14, that one. They even do the glasses at the bottom, look. The bottle opener. We've had a lovely day at Cochem, and we went to one of the restaurants there, bearing in mind it's all touristy, and we were just after, we wanted to have a schnitzel, like a German schnitzel, preferably without chips, because you know you can have too many chips. Some of you may argue with that. Anyway, we asked them about, you know, replacing the chips with something else, and they said potato wedges, wasn't it?
Yes, I thought it was potato wedges.
Anyway, swapping with potato wedges with cheese. And I thought, oh yeah, that sounds a bit better. Still chips. Anyway, what came out was a jacket potato.
With no cheese.
No cheese. It was a sauce. It was a garlicky sauce, and then. Well, mine wasn't hot. Yours, you said yours was cold.
Yeah.
So you got yours. I was starving by this time. You got yours back. I'd almost finished mine. And then when the bill came, yeah, it was just a jacket potato, nothing, no butter or anything, just that
No
sauce.
filling, yeah.
It was all right. It was okay. I wouldn't say it was gorgeous, but it was nice. And then the bill came, and they charged us for the jacket potatoes. Now, €4 each, rather than, I think they were $8.50 each. But I don't know what they've done, but in total, it was, with two small beers, it's almost €60. That's, what's that, 50 quid? For a jacket potato and a schnitzel with some sauce on it. So we're feeling a little bit let down. Of course, we had the prices in front of us, and I knew it was going to be expensive, but
It wasn't that nice, really, was it?
No, I don't think it was worth €60.
No. I
No.
might do my cooking later, next day.
So we're now, you know, in hindsight, we're thinking, well, maybe we should have ate at the restaurant, which is at the campsite. Might have been better. It would have been cheaper. But anyway, that's our story for today. Our first day in Germany, second day? It's Sunday, isn't it? It's only Sunday. Blimey, oh good, it's going slowly. So we'll see you in the next video. So from her and Herad and Herman, who we're walking to now, we're going to say...
Auf Wiedersehen.
No, hold on, I've got it all sorted out. I've got to remember what I'm going to say. We'll see you later, Hosen.